We're waiting for the fifth member to get here.
I call to order the meeting of McLendon-Chisholm Board of Adjustments Wednesday, December 11th at 7:06. If you will please bow your heads. Dear God, as we celebrate this holiday season, we give thanks for all the blessings in our lives. We are grateful for our families, our friends, and our communities. Please bless us with peace, joy, and love as we spend time together. We invite you to preside over this meeting. Even if we have different opinions, give us unity of spirit. Help us to each listen politely as others share their points of view. Help us to work as a unified team in combining ideas for a great outcome. May we have a spirit of camaraderie in this room and work together on our shared mission. Please hold close to you all of our first responders, including our neighbors in Terrell, who suffered a tragic team loss this week. Amen. Please stand for the pledges. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible. Okay, we are waiting on one member to come, so we're going to kind of reorganize the agenda a little bit. Rules of decorum are in place. We ask you to please be kind to one another. Angela, any citizens' comments? No. Okay. Okay. And there's David. Do either of you gentlemen want to speak under comments? No? Okay. We're going to jump down to items 6.1. Consider approving minutes from the September 19th, 2024 Board of Adjustments meeting. I will entertain a motion.
So moved.
Do I have a second?
Second.
I have a motion and a second. All in favor? Aye. Item 6.2, consider approving minutes from the November 13th, 2024 Board of Adjustments meeting. Do I have a motion? I have a motion to approve the November 13th minutes. Do I have a second?
Second.
I have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries unanimously. We will move back up to item 5, the public hearing. The public hearing will be to receive public comment regarding an application requesting one variance request to the City of McLendon-Chisholm regulations on property located at Chisholm Crossing Phase 4B, Block C, Lot 28, known as 616 Stampede Run, McLendon-Chisholm, Texas. Regulation requires a minimum of 25 feet for side yard setbacks. The owner is requesting a reduction from 25 feet to 12 feet for the construction of a single detached garage. Anyone that would like to speak during the public hearing, please approach the podium and give us your name and address. Hearing no comments, we will close the public hearing at 7:10 p.m. We will move to item 6.3. Consider an action for Charles Annis. The applicant is requesting approval of a variance to build a detached garage 12 feet from the property line due to an existing pool and encroachment issues in relation to the structure. The property is located at 616 Stampede Run, McLendon-Chisholm, Texas. I will ask for staff to give their report.
Thank you, Madam Chairwoman, members of the board. So the applicant is requesting the approval of the side yard reduction from 25 feet to 12 feet for the building of a single detached garage. This is the same case from last month. This is the same applicant that wanted the 10 feet side reduction. However, after hearing from you all as a board and some of the suggestions as well as working with city staff, he has resubmitted this and revised this application to move from 10 feet to 12 feet. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Asa. Mr. Annis, do you have anything you'd like to share with us? No? Okay. We received 2 responses back to the notifications that were sent out. One is in favor and one is opposed to the request. So does the board have any questions for staff or the resident?
I have a question. Does the illustration in the package require the single garage addition to be built parallel to the fence as shown, or could it be turned slightly to provide a more straight-in path for the driver? As long as they don't violate the 12 feet, does the garage have to be built as shown, or is it just the 12 foot to the closest point?
It would have to be built as shown, since this is the survey that was submitted.
Okay, even though this survey is not to scale?
Yes.
Okay.
There's no indication that it must be. It just appears that it's parallel. Is that your intent too? That's why I'm asking. Sure. I understand. That is my point.
I'm sorry, Mr. Nichol, were you about to say something?
I'm waiting for a clarification on whether the sketch shown in the package is binding, since it doesn't say that it must be drawn, or it must be laid out parallel to the property line.
I would say that yes, it needs to be binding, because this is the survey that was presented, and this will be the variance that you grant. It should look like what was submitted to you.
It's just a sketch.
That is correct, but I mean, if we're approving something, then it should be drawn, it should be shown as it's going to be built.
Were you aware of that when you submitted the sketch?
Angela, can you get him a microphone? Well,
We're
the
recording.
recording can't pick you up. I'm sorry.
No, the first sketch was hoping to have 10 feet pushed back toward the property line. After it wasn't approved, then we had to go back and start looking at, can I put this thing without hitting the pool, getting into the edging and tearing it up? Could I go at an angle and get it in there where I could get my truck around the air conditioners? And of course, we got to tear the gate out, because the gate will be, most of it will be from the house over, because you can't get in there. So the understanding the first time around was to draw a picture of a building that's parallel to the fence at 10 foot. And after we went back and realized that, can we get it there in 12 by turning it sideways like this? And we'll get around the air conditioners, and we'll be able to pull in.
Okay, I'm on your side here. I'm pointing out that there's an apparent deficiency in what was presented in the package. So,
well, I think that was the first package. Yeah, I guess I misunderstood. That was the first package, as far as I know. I mean,
well, this one says 12 feet on.
Oh, is that the plat? Okay. Well, I thought I just had to draw that to 12 feet over, but I drew it parallel because it was just 12 foot. But really, the corner is 12 foot of the garage. It's going to go in like this, because I can't go like that. I can't go straight. I'm going to have to build it to the right, which we hope not to, of course, because I got pool, I got gas line, I got all that stuff.
I understand. That's why I'm trying to clear this up.
Yeah. I mean, it's going to be built on an angle. There's no question. It's going to be built as close as I'll be very close to the swimming pool because of the distance.
Well, it sounds like the ball is back in the court of the planner that has to approve the. Well, do you have anything to do with the building permit?
I'm sorry?
Do you have anything to do with the building permit?
No, sir.
You could ask.
But
So, Asa, let me ask this question. Since the drawing is incorrect from what they are asking, can we approve this with the modification that the front left-hand corner of the building is going to be 12 feet from the property line, and the rest of the building will be more than 12 feet from the property line?
You could just say the minimum distance to the
front corner.
to the point.
Right. Does that make sense?
yes, so you can approve it with that modification.
With
Yes.
How far behind the house will the front of this building, this garage be? It's not to scale on anything here.
From the gate now, we've got a driveway, and we got this driveway, and we got a piece of ground between the driveway and the gate. So, as we talk about the corner of the house, we're going to be about 5 feet. Now, if you're talking about from the, well, we won't be anywhere close to the driveway, because we got to pour all that concrete to get to the back of the house.
So this is only going to be 5 feet distance between the house and,
Well, it's good. I think I do.
yeah, Yeah, this drawing doesn't match up with anything to me. It says it's 29 feet between the house and the property line, and you,
The distance between the corner of the house and my neighbor's property.
right, your property line.
That's on the drawing.
But the house, this drawing shows it to be, the garage is further over than that.
Done after trying to get it within a range of not tearing the pool. So you see we're coming at it.
I would note that the sketch provided in the package has no dimension from the house to the new building. It only shows the 12 feet from the property line.
Exactly.
So I don't know how you can use that as a guideline with no dimension from the house to the garage.
Toward the neighbor's property line, I would be attaching to my house.
No, I'm saying there's no dimension from here to here. So this box could be anywhere back here when we have,
I thought, because the other one was just drawn like this. So I thought, well, I'll just draw a 12-foot, 10-foot over. That's,
I just want to make sure you're not boxed into something that you can't pass when you submit the building permit.
I'm not, the deal is, we won't be, there's 3 or 4 drawings, I mean, there's a different way to draw all the angles. They're all
Sure, I understand.
straight across, almost. I mean,
Basically,
at one point, it'll be 10 feet away, I think, from the neighbor, because it'll be at such an angle that you might have 25 feet on the backside and not on the front.
At what point in the process does this exact location need to be determined and
when it's
approved?
time for the building
The
permit.
building permit?
We can actually, Commission, we can actually do this tonight if the motion is made that the building will be platted at an angle with the closest corner of the building being 12 feet from the property line. Because the rest of the building is going to be further.
The distance won't matter.
No.
Yeah, I
And-
think what the blue lines are here is that this starts at 12, the corner, and that blue line, if we put it back, we're gonna be long way from the pin at some.
I just don't want you to get in trouble
Oh, I
trying to submit the building permit and they say, well, this is not what you
Yeah,
want
this
approved.
will not work for the building permit. So, but if you choose to make a motion to approve this, you just need to state that the building will be placed at an angle with the closest corner of the building being 12 feet from the property line.
And do we also need to specify there is no specific dimension to the house? That it can be whatever prudent?
Okay, any other comments, questions for staff or Mr. Annis? Asa, are you good with what we discussed?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I will entertain a motion. Remember, if you are going to make a motion to approve it, to use the language about the corner of the property being, the corner of the building being at 12 feet with the rest of the building angled. If you choose to make a motion to deny this, remember to make it with or without prejudice. With prejudice means they have to wait a year to come back. Without prejudice means they can resubmit something tomorrow.
I move that we approve the application for a side setback variance for reduction from 25 feet to 12 feet, and add a provision that the nearest point of between the property line and the new structure be no less than 12 feet.
I have a motion. Do I have a second? I will second the motion. So We have a motion. I will call for your vote. All in favor?
Aye.
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 Motion carries unanimously. Mr. Annis, you know what you need to do for your building permit now. Just make sure the drawing is correct, and ASA will record the variance with the front corner being at 12 feet. So thank you very much and happy holidays. Before we adjourn, I have some news to share with the Board of Adjustments. Last night at the City Council meeting, I was approved to become the interim city administrator in Conrad's retiring in February. So effective January 29th, I will be resigning from this board for at least a period of 6 months, because that's what my contract is for. So
It's a high-paid job, right?
it is a high-paid job, yes. It's a very high-paid job. So it's going to be an interesting step for me, but we'll see what happens.
Cover about all the bases here.
Everything but mayor. So if there's no other business, I will take a motion to adjourn.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Do I have a second? Second. Meeting is adjourned at 7:24. Merry Christmas and happy holidays.